All right, welcome to our April office meeting. We have a lot to go over, so I want to get moving. So let's roll, Elise. First off, I want to thank our lovely sponsor who used to be one of us. Then she went to the other side of the new home sale again, where she was before. So Jill, come on up. Jill Sayer. So our lunch sponsor, so thank you for that. Very well. They have to get all for that. There you go. Tell us what's going on with EPCON.
Yep, so I will keep this super quick because I know you guys have a lot of stuff to do today. So thanks so much for having me, and Jill's here with EPCON Communities. So I'm just gonna go real quickly over the three most common reasons that people pick us, three common misconceptions, and our three new communities. So the three reasons that people usually pick EPCON Communities is one is single level living. You can go from our concrete driveways all the way to the shower at the back of the house without ever going over a step. The garage, not the front door, nowhere. The second reason people love us is that we do the low maintenance living. So not only are we going to take care of all the lawn care, but we're also going to do snow removal, which includes not just the streets, but also the driveways and sidewalks. And then the third reason people love us is the sense of community. So all of our communities have clubhouses with swimming pools, pickleball courts, fitness centers, all the whole 9 yards. So those are the three common reasons, or the three top reasons people tend to look at us. Three common misconceptions would be, the first thing that people don't realize is that we are not age restricted. I even had that misconception for a long time, but we only have one community that's age restricted, and that's our new Albany community. All of the rest of our communities tend to be what I would call age targeted, because people, want low maintenance, they want single level living, but we're not age restricted. That surprises people often. The second one is, although any of our floor plans can be done as a ranch, you can add the second floor to any of our houses if you need more space. I would say 60% of our clients tend to pick the optional second floor. And then the third thing that usually really surprises people is that when we started 40 years ago, we were small and attached. And that's not us anymore. So we actually go from 1,400 square feet all the way up to 4,000 square feet. So if you've got somebody looking for a bigger house but wants everything they need on the first level, don't discount us, because we have something for them too. And then lastly, the three new communities, we have two of them were already actively accepting reservations. Our Evans Farm community and Lewis Center. We just started taking reservations 2 weeks ago. This past Saturday, we started taking reservations at Big Walnut. We took 14 reservations on opening day. And then in August, we're going to release Cabbage. So it's on Cabbage Road in Westerville. So we're excited to have something on the east side for a while. We kind of gapped out for a minute. So we're excited to have something on the east side for a while. So
if you know our Coverages, it's where the city club is, where we have our fall bonfire and everything.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fantastic location. So if I'm not here at the end of this meeting, because I think I'm going to go out to tour some of those new communities, I'd love to connect with you on social media if we're not already connected. I post weekly professional videos featuring floor plans, incentives, promotions, all things EPCON. So I'd love to connect on social media, and thank you so much for having me today.
Thanks for coming in, Jill. Appreciate it. All right, let's roll. April birthdays. If you have an April birthday, raise your hand up. Woohoo! Happy birthday, you guys. Bob was on Easter, I know that.
My birthday buddy isn't in here, and
Who's that?
let me see, Emily Keenan.
Well, Tracy Keffer and Daryl Hunter are birthday buddies too, so they always said that they were twins. All right, April anniversaries. Whose Keller Williams anniversary is in April? Raise your hand.
Oh.
Anybody in the room?
Yes, sir.
No? All right. Oh, happy anniversary, Ben. Have this up. Good. Yay. All right. We have some newcomers amongst us. When I say your name, if you're here, I want you to stand up. Marco.
Hello.
Rachel Kubik, Mitchell Kubik, Jennifer Williams, and Amy Robinson. Stay standing. I want you to just tell us a little bit about you. So we'll start with you, Marco. Poor Marco. I pick on him so much every day. So
okay, good for him. So I've been in real estate since 2018. I stepped out a few years ago to take on another career path, and it didn't quite work out. So back in real estate right now. I joined Jared West's team, so I'm here all the time. Say hi. We're back in that back cubicle area right there. But my main focus is downtown, West Brandview, areas like that, Town Village, Short North. So if you guys have any questions or any buyers or seller or anything with anything in that area, let me know. But yeah,
And we've decided that we're gonna start saying Jared Polo because we pick on him so much, so. All right, Mitchell.
I'm Mitchell. I'm also from 2018. I started in real estate, kind of leasing out apartments. Then I did mortgages, maintenance, kind of all of it. An agent since 23. I joined my mom and I, Rachel. So we have a team called the Cubic Home Team. Just switched over from Howard Hanna, CRT, whole little mess. But she's been doing business since 2018 as an agent. So we were mainly around Indian Lake. I think we have like 5-6 listings right there going up. So if you don't want to go to Indian Lake, send them to us, then we'll drive. But now we have an office at Westerville, so we'll probably be in there every day if you want to stop by.
And we're glad to have you. Mitchell and Rachel went to family reunion with us, and I always have to keep Mitchell because I was post knee replacement, pretty short at that moment, and we had to walk a long way. And so we decided we were gonna do it, and I grabbed his arm and he walked with me for, I don't know, a mile or 2 miles to get me where I needed to go. So anyway, welcome, guys. And then Jen and Amy aren't here today. I don't know if they're up in Westerville right now. Amy was in Westerville yesterday, but anyway, we're happy to have them. They're seasoned agents as well, so welcome. All right. I wanted to remind everybody that on April 3rd, I know we've emailed, we've done all calls, all the things. But this is a big one. Starting April 3rd, all of your listings have to have this form signed by the seller. And the fines are huge. The first offense is up to $10,000. So make sure you use this form because it's that important. If you have any questions, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time going over it because we went over it last month. It's just a reminder. All right, Orange Visuals, are they here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, very good. They're speaking from heaven. No, I'm teasing. No, go ahead, Timothy, and share with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. For anybody that may not know us, my name is Timothy. I'm the founder of Orange Visuals, and I'm excited to announce, you may have seen on the social media or maybe through Dayla's emails, we are partnering with you to bring everything that we have learned and all the tools that we have to your doorstep, so to speak. And there's actually a QR code you should see on your screen, and it's a media hub. So it's specific to Greater Columbus. I'm going to walk through it shortly, but in essence, all the tools that we've learned over the past 5 years, helping over 1,000 agents. Last year alone, we helped generate over $16 million in gross commission income for our clients through video and marketing. And we've made it super easy where most people, they are not spending much more time throughout the year doing videos or spending time on marketing. In fact, the real, key of what we're doing is instead of spending money on marketing a listing that once the property sells, you can't really use that marketing anymore. It's disposable. We want to make sure that whatever marketing you're doing for your listing sets you as the go-to agent in the neighborhood and even in the city that you serve. And we've been able to help do that at a phenomenal level for a lot of agents. I think most notably, one of the notable ones that you might be familiar with is Mick Gordon. You've probably seen his videos as we've been helping him. So the Media Hub has some special features that nobody else really has that's offered to you. If you go there, there's actually an option for you to connect for free one-on-one with our team where we can help put together a personalized marketing plan for you for the year, but also even just helping define like who's your ideal client, how can you resonate with them after the transaction. There's a statistic where 85% of an agent's clients want to work with them again, and only 12% follow through. And most of that is because there's just a disconnect, 3, 4, or 5 years later after the transaction. We want to help avoid that. So in the Media Hub, you'll find an opportunity to do a one-on-one plan with our team. You'll also find a sign-up link for a monthly workshop training we offer in the office, which is going to be able to answer most of your questions. And then, of course, you can actually schedule our team for as simple as just photos for a property, videos, and the whole 9 yards from there. And when we make the plan for you, we actually show you how can you start executing your plan through the portal, through booking our media services. The exciting thing is, and I know there's a few people in the office, I heard Indian Lake, we actually have an ability for you to do media in the entire state of Ohio with no travel fees. And there's more information on how to do that in the Media Hub. And another exciting launch that we just had. In the Media Hub, there's a website tool. There's actually an agent in your office that did this recently, where you can get on the first page of Google with a personalized branded website that's unique just to you and ranking on the first page of Google within 1 day. So like if you were to sign up today, by the end of the day, you would have your website, and by tomorrow morning, you're on the first page of Google for your name. There's lots of exciting stuff. We've had a lot of agents give great feedback, but what I'm excited about is connecting with you individually and helping put together that personalized plan where you can stay top of mind and get more business from people that trust you.
But do
And
you know, Timothy, do you know when your guys are going to put your schedule for the media workshops, the monthly media workshops on?
so the date is actually on the website there. I can check it. I don't have it right in front of me, but it's going to be the same week of the month every single month. So I believe it's the first week of May, but the exact date's on the actual page
Okay,
on there.
we'll look at that. We'll put it on our calendar so it'll be easy for everybody to find.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. And keep in mind, all of this is free to you, which is thankfully to the brokerage that they're providing these tools where what we're seeing day by day, we're listing hundreds of homes a month. We're seeing what trends are working actively, and we're giving you access to be able to utilize that for your marketing as well. So it's incredibly powerful, and we're excited to be able to bring this to Keller Williams.
All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
All right, thanks, Timothy. All right. So as I mentioned in my voicemail to you guys yesterday, by the way, how did you like my singing? Wasn't that awesome? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it fun, mix it up. Anyway, I mentioned last month briefly, and I have a little more information today I want to share with you, but Keller Williams has entered into a partnership with Zillow. And I want to give you just a little bit of history before I go into how this is going to work. So, how many of you remember or have heard about when MLS was found on books instead of online? I bet you remember Lemons, don't you? MLS books, Bob McCarthy, I'm sure you do, okay? I wasn't, Denise. When you had to find a house for somebody, you went to this big book and you look through the book and then you go, okay, we'll go see this house. Then you had to go to that real estate office and get a key to get in. Okay, obviously came a long way. So MLS portals, actually the first MLS portals started digitally in 1994. That wasn't that long ago. It was 32 years ago. So, and in 1995, Realtor.com came on the scene. Well, then in the 2000s, IDX came along, and so there were more. It was Redfin came along, then Trulia, then Zillow, then CoStar. So CoStar being in 2021, Zillow 2006, Trulia 2005, and Redfin 2004. So if you think about it, that's not that long ago. So anyway, look at how it has taken over the real estate world, just like we're seeing AI jumping in now and so forth as well. So that being said, go ahead and jump to the next screen for me. Actually, two more. This one. The number of visitors that go to the various sites for search engines for real estate, Zillow and Trulia get 218.9 million views every month. Realtor.com is second, and it's way down. Yeah. In comparison, 72.5 million. Then we've got Redfin at 57.3 and Homes.com at 35.5. I mean, how many people have called you and said, oh, I found my house on Redfin? You don't hear that. Everybody goes to Zillow. We all know that, right? So that's why Keller Williams chose Zillow to make this deal with. And if you think about those of you who've been with Keller Williams since for about the last 8 or 9 years, you know that Gary Keller gave us all foresight and said, hey, Zillow's plan is to become a brokerage. Zillow's plan is to own a mortgage company. Zillow's plan is to make real estate an online process and follow the Quicken Loans model. And that's exactly what happened. And that's why we have Command. So that Zillow's issues that they didn't have your contacts, your sphere of influence, and they didn't have agents to open the doors. And he said they're going to do it for 40% of the commission. Those things all came true. And we were sitting at mega camp when he told us that. So now, yes, we protected our agents' commissions by having command. Well, now with all this, I think this is my thought process. Zillow could not take over that brokerage world. So what are they trying to do? Take over the search engine world. And they already were well on their way, and they're still there. So that's kind of why I believe we've come full circle into bringing Zillow into our path, but in a way that's still going to protect your commissions, okay? So let's back up 2 slides real quick.
So what happened with the lawsuit? That was against Zillow.
It was dropped.
Okay, so it was just dropped completely.
Yep, it was.
Okay.
So we all know about clear cooperation. So NAR said we can't make clear cooperation rules across for everybody. So we're going to leave it to the local MLSs to come up with clear cooperation rules. So our local MLS is who makes our clear cooperation rule. So let's talk about clear cooperation here in a little more detail. 1 business day rule. Within 1 business day of marketing a property to the public, the listing broker must submit it to MLS for clear cooperation. And we know that 1 business day, if it listing's taken on a Friday, means Monday. So it's really a couple days, isn't it, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind. Public marketing definition. This includes yard signs, flyers, social media posts, email blasts, digital marketing on public sites, etc. That's another place where policy is concerned, where we have a concern. And then the third is office exclusives. We still can have office exclusives, but that's what it means when you have an office exclusive is you can't market to anybody other than someone within your own brokerage. Okay, so those are 3 different policies that are out there. Okay, let's go ahead to the next slide. Now, MLS, there are options for sellers, and this is where, as we go through this Zillow partnership, and I'm going to show you how it works here in a minute. You're going to need to have conversations with your sellers because it's always the seller's decision how their property gets marketed. You obviously can weigh in and tell them the pros and the cons of different ways to market their property, and that's important. And disclosure is important, and we'll talk about that too. So there's a delayed marketing option where sellers can choose to delay the public marketing of their property through IDX. We call that coming soon, right? What we're going to, our partnership with Zillow is prior to coming soon. It's called preview. Okay, so preview, coming soon, active. They're all different. 1-to-1 communication. NAR clarified that direct 1-to-1 communication between brokers about a listing do not trigger the public marketing requirements of clear cooperation. So if I have a listing today and I have a friend at Remax, I can talk to that friend and say, hey, I've got this listing on such and such a street, da 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 da, and have that conversation. And that's okay, and that's allowed. Okay. Local discretion. Local MLSs have the authority to decide exactly how long a delayed marketing period can last, or they can even choose not to implement the optional delayed marketing category if it doesn't fit their local market. So for instance, Mitchell and his mom, they do a lot of business at Indian Lake, like he mentioned. They use Wrist. Wrist does not allow coming soon. So if you are working in other MLSs, it's more important than ever for you to know what their policy is about coming soon and preview and all that. Okay. And then informed consent. To use any of these options, seller must sign a disclosure acknowledging they understand they are waiving or delaying the benefits of broad media exposure to the whole market. Because again, we want to make sure our sellers understand the pros and cons, etc. So before I get into how the payment piece of this works, let's just talk about a scenario or two. I'm going to use Mitchell again because he and I were talking about a listing that they have coming today, etc. So what this agreement says is that when you as a Keller Williams agent have a listing that's coming on, first off, our MLS says from the date that it's supposed to, that it's signed as being either coming soon or active, you have 1 business day to enter it into the MLS. So that preview period is going to be that one business day going into the MLS. The way this is going to work is you'll be able to build your own profile with Zillow. And I'm waiting, I was hoping, I had a meeting yesterday. They said they were gonna send it to us. They haven't yet, how you go claim your profile, because I want to get you guys in using this as. So you'll claim your profile. You will have to manually enter that listing into Zillow to be in that preview period. It's not gonna be automated. And it cannot be in MLS as active or coming soon to do that. It has to only be entered into the preview of Zillow for that one business day. And if it happens to be on a Friday, that takes you to Monday, so you get the whole weekend, okay? So you will enter it in. During that time, when people go to Zillow and search, there's going to be a new button there that says, speak to the listing agent. And if it's your listing and they click on it, you get that lead doesn't cost you anything during that preview period. The second button there has always been there, which says speak to a Zillow, schedule a tour. And that takes them to a Zillow agent that is paying for those leads. Here's the caveat with that. If they choose that to schedule a tour and not talk to the listing agent, when that happens, there is paperwork that's going to happen. Zillow is going to track and they're going to report it to Keller Williams International and reports. And they're working to eventually get those reports for us to be able to track it as well. And if that Zillow agent transacts with that buyer in the next 90 days on any property, not your list, just your listing, any property, you're going to get a 10% referral of that commission when it closes.
Because they click the button on your listing.
Yes. Has to be the first time that buyer has clicked into Zillow to do so. So they can't already be registered with a Zillow Premier agent someplace else. Okay? So that's what it looks like. Any questions up to this point before I go on to what that looks like? The payment part. Okay, this is cool, guys. This is an opportunity for you guys to either get leads without paying for them or get referral commission, which is additional income without doing anything other than taking your listing, which you would have done anyway. So I think this is really cool. I'm excited. All right, go on to the next. So this is what it looks like. So let's say the total gross commission on a listing is $12,500. Zillow's preferred fee that Zillow agent pays them when it closes is 40%. Okay. So 12,500 times 40% is $5,000. The Keller Williams listing agent fee is 10% of the total gross commission. So 12,005 times 10% is $1,250. The net Zillow preferred fee is the 5,000, which is this 40%. So Zillow is, you're going to get your referral fee from the Zillow fee. So we take the Zillow fee at 5,000, subtract out the $1,250, which is 10% of the whole commission. And that leaves $3,750 that Zillow makes. But that's the piece that you would make. In addition to that, the brokerage is going to get a fee. So take the $37,500, which is the net that Zillow has, times 10%, and the brokerage is going to make a little bit on each one of those too. That makes sense? The portal is up, it's working, it's available, and we're ready to go. We're waiting on two things. We're waiting on them to give us the information so we can give you the information to set up your Zillow, biography stuff on your portal, and the disclosure form. There is a disclosure form that you're going to need to have your seller sign saying that they understand what is happening with this. Now, does everybody understand what I'm talking about with the advantage of doing it on a Friday versus another day? Let's walk through an example. Let's say that Dave takes a listing on Monday. And it's to be coming soon, let's say. And it's to be coming soon starting Wednesday. He has one business day to add that to MLS as coming soon. So on Tuesday of that week, he can do the Zillow preview stuff. And I recommend getting in as early as you can, because people look at properties all times of the day and night. And during that day, maybe somebody calls him on that listing, maybe somebody else contacts a Zillow preferred agent, blah, blah, and all that's working. Then on Tuesday, when it goes coming soon in MLS, the MLS IDX is who knocks it out of Zillow. So you don't have to take it out at the end. It's gonna knock it out for you. And then it's coming soon. Now let's look at another scenario. Let's say Josh takes a listing and he's like, I'm purposely going to do this on Friday. And so I'm going to do it first thing in the morning on Friday. And it's going to go, we're not doing coming soon, because you don't have to, we're gonna be active. So he does all of the paperwork, or maybe he does coming, actually, let me back up. He takes the listing on for Friday. He is going to do coming soon, starting on Monday, and he's gonna do it for a whole week. Or 5 days until the following Friday. This could be his new strategy. So he takes the listing Friday, puts it, goes into his Zillow portal, makes it coming soon, and it's out there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, getting all of these hits, etc. Monday, an MLS, boom, comes coming soon. Knocks it out of the Zillow preview, coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. Friday comes, he goes active, and then he goes on his way. Think about what he could be generating as far as interest in that listing all during that time. So those are the kinds of conversations you're gonna need to have with your sellers to make sure that that's what they want, or that they're on board with it. Hasina.
I'm sorry for being slow, but the coming soon, the preview and the coming soon, right?
They're two different things.
Right. So if you get a lead in a preview, you could show that house before it goes coming soon on the MLS,
You have to follow the clear cooperation rules,
right?
but you have that lead.
Okay, so.
Now, let's say it's somebody,
You can't tour.
No.
You can't show it.
correct. That's why I say you have to follow clear cooperation.
Yeah.
But you've got the lead because you've created the interest rate.
Next question, the clear cooperation doesn't prohibit us to market that listing on Zillow prior to coming soon? Cause I thought you had to wait to market the listing before comes.
24 hours from the time from when the listing's going to be active, you have I'm sorry, not 24 hours, next business day. You have 1 business day. Or if it's on a Friday, the business days would be on Monday. That,
Based on the second example that you did with the Friday and the coming soon, the next Friday. That's it.
but preview happened today, Friday, or let's say today's Friday. Monday, it goes to coming soon, so the preview is totally gone, you're not in it anymore. Then coming soon goes until the next Friday, and that's active.
Just for that one business day.
Well, which the one business day happened to be a weekend, so it was 3.
So the longest could only be a weekend,
Yes.
essentially.
Now, let's say it's a holiday weekend.
Right.
So.
Thank you.
So if you want to be one of the first ones to use this and work with this and all that, send me an email. And then as soon as I get the forms, as soon as I get it, I will get with you so we can get your profile built and get you working on it. I think this is a huge thing for us. What other notes I had about it? The other thing it's going to do is help promote your brand. Because your brand is going to be out on Zillow more than, before it was, where it wasn't. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is when it is in the Zillow preview stage, you will have the option to toggle yes or no. Do you want days on market to calculate or not? So, and also price changes. So let's say that you've got a seller that you just can't get on board to price their property right. Let's say that all day long it's worth $450 and they want to price it at $5.25. And you're like, well, you know what? Let's do this. We'll throw it on this weekend, do the preview stage. If we're not getting hits and we're not getting inquiries and all that, then we're going to list it at $450 where I think it should be. And so you have the ability on Zillow to say, I don't want the price history to show, or I don't want the days on market to show. All right. I'm sure there's gonna be questions, nuances, all those kinds of things, and we'll work through them as we go, but like I said, I think this is a huge opportunity for all. of us. Steve?
I have questions. So the 40% is regardless.
Yes.
So
If
I'm
you're
gonna
a Zillow Premier agent pays 40%
so I'm
on,
gonna take my lead. That is my client. And put it as a preferred listing.
No.
Give-
No.
And that's a preview, right?
you're going to, as a Keller Williams agent,
Right,
take your listing
right,
and enter it in under your Zillow profile for preview for
right.
one business day.
So I just make sure, but it'd be my listing, my client, right?
Mhm.
So whether it's 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, whatever the weekend is. So I'm gonna give them a 40% referral.
No. No,
So that's what I'm
No.
seeing.
nope. You're not paying anybody any referrals.
Okay, no, I'm giving Zillow 40%.
You're not, no.
Right.
Nope.
Only if you're a preferred agent.
Only if you are a Zillow agent. If you're paying for Zillow zip codes and you're a Zillow agent. Do we have anybody in here that's doing that right now?
We used to, but we don't do that.
Okay, so if you're a Zillow agent,
Like a premier agent.
Yeah.
Premier agent,
Okay,
that's the only time you're paying a referral fee.
yeah.
Yep.
I missed that part.
Yep.
That's what I was checking.
Dave,
So if I have buyers that I've been working with for a couple of months, they see something on the preview period and they click on it, but I'm not a preferred agent, am I still obligated to pay a fee to Zillow?
no,
Thank you.
nope. So if you have a buyer and let's say they see somebody else in one of Ben's listings. And they click on it, he'll get that lead if they say, want to talk to the listing agent. Do you know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Okay. And if your buyers click on Zillow Premier Agent, it'll go to the Zillow Premier Agent, just like it does today.
That's
But you pay no referral fees, no.
fine.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Alright, let's motor on. Got other things to do. This is our off MLS listing disclosure that Keller Williams put out. This is one we can use now anytime you're doing any of this. Zillow has put one together for us, and that's what I'm waiting on, but in the meantime, this is in Doc Loop, it has been for a while, and Keller Williams put this together. All right, let's talk about some cappers. Kimberly and Jill cap this month, yay for them. All right, let's talk about some team cappers. Mike Aranda, he's in Lancaster. Ryan Green, he's in Johnstown. Cassandra Hill's on the Dixon team. Cristiano Reno is on the Romanelli team, and Nate Rogers is on the Virgin Cotton team. So congratulations to all of them. First closings, Chris Lorick, where are you?
I have a question.
It's well, we're celebrating early.
Yay.
And Shnita Power. So congratulations to both of you. When is it, Chris?
It just got pushed out. It was April 16th, but it pushed out.
Okay, I wonder how it's my report. Okay, hold on. We'll celebrate you again.
Thank you.
We want to thank our culture champions. If you helped out with the Easter egg hunt and pictures, will you stand up? Emily, you're in the back there, Bob. Where's police? So you know what? This was a great event. Emily took care of crafts. Bob and I, the two Crips, were out there hiding Easter eggs. But we got it done. And thank goodness Elise showed up. She got people registered. She helped hide eggs the second round, and then Ann Sullivan helped after she got here. So thank you guys so much, because
Don't forget the bus.
where's the bunny? Bunny! Taylor! Come here!
Funny ever.
Best bunny ever.
Bad bunny.
Taylor, let's give him a big round of applause. He was a sweaty mess. But he was a
Good sport.
great sport. One of the kids said to him, "Those socks don't look like Easter bunny socks." All right. Our head of the class this month, Rick, you've attended the most classes this month. No. You know, it just shows you can still teach old dogs new tricks. It's always good. Our ALC members, will you stand up? I know you guys have some announcements to make for us, so. Where's Jeff? I know Jeff's here.
Do you want me to go see if he's in his office?
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Bob.
I have two different events. So we have on April 30th, we have the night of the races. So we have 56 horses that we're going to sell that you can name. And if any of you were not there last year, there's 7 races, 8 horses in a race. You get to bet on the horses, but if you own a horse and your horse wins, you also win some money.
The event is here
And it's here.
and the races are virtual. They're on the screen.
Yes. There'll be food, there'll be booze. Most important things, and plenty of parking outside.
Betting.
By your car. And you have bring cash to bet.
And gambling, right, Dave?
Gambling.
I will, run the blackjack table.
All right.
I'm trying to get my brother-in-law to come bring this game he has too. It's a wooden board with horses on it. You bet, roll dice, all that. So we might have a couple different games going on. So
So we'll be selling the horses. You should have gotten an e-bite. Right, is that how we're sending it out? Or-
not yet, not yet.
Just getting it ready. So we got that. There'll be signs up in the office. So that's April 30th. So keep that in your calendars.
It's the Thursday, the last Thursday of April, so it's the Thursday before the Derby.
Dirk, yeah.
In addition, dress,
Oh, you can bring your hat or
there's prizes for the best spectator hat or male hat, whichever, Derby hats.
it's a lot of fun. If you weren't, I mean, everybody went last year, enjoyed it very, very much. So we're bringing it to you again. Then the second thing is Red Day is May 14th. We are going to be at Ronald McDonald House again. We'll be sending out a sign up genius for you to sign up for times. So we're doing a whole bunch of different things, so they'll be different. When you're signing up, you can sign up for different events. So that'd be for 9:30 to 11:30, and then 11:30 to 1:30. There's what they call projects. They call them people projects. So that'd be up to 10, it could be minimum of 10, up to 16 people. And you'll be doing a project for them. Most of likely is going to be getting rooms ready for people to check in. Then we will do 2 family activities at 11:30 and then another one at 1. That's 10 people. We'll also be doing the blankets. Any of you that were here last year to make the blankets, they have to do it on site there. They have a spot for us to do it on site there. So we're gonna do the blankets there as well. And finally, we are going to do a dinner that night. So that's 8 to 10 people for the dinner. So that's what's gonna be on the sign up genius. All of it's at Ronald McDonald House. Last year went so well, people enjoyed it. So we figured we're gonna go all out this year and do basically every volunteer activity that they have.
For those of you that may not know, Ronald McDonald House is located right next to Children's Hospital. And every family that comes in there can use it and go have a meal or do a project. Some of these people with sick babies, sick little kids, they're there for a long time and they don't live near here. So it's a place for them to go and decompress a little bit from, sitting with a sick child all that time in the hospital portion. So and every family that comes in there, they get a hand-tied blanket. And so it's just a great way to give back to our community. We're so fortunate to have Children's Hospital here. So people come from all over to Children's because not everybody has such great facilities. So it's exciting to be able to get back.
It saves them on having to pay for a hotel room. Because
Yeah.
like we're lucky, I can drive from Dublin, it's 20 minutes. But if you're coming from Wapakoneta, and it's not exactly something you want to be commuting every day, or we get people from Indiana, from Pennsylvania, from Virginia. So it's helping all these people and they truly give a benefit to the community. And we actually have probably the most beautiful Ronald McDonald House in the country. So I mean, we're very, very fortunate.
We're also going to be sending you a link because we like that everybody wear a shirt to promote Red Day, etc. In fact, Dave happens to have one of his previous Red Day shirts on. Will you stand up and model for us? It might be a little dusty, but.
See how it comes in.
So when you see that we are sending out a link for you to get a shirt, it's gonna be something similar to that. Like you can wear that day, so they're all identifiable. and look alike. And it's a great shirt to still wear when you're out and about doing projects, because he might go into Home Depot, so I go, oh, what's Red Day? And he can talk about Keller Williams and he's a realtor and all those things. So, all right,
That's it.
thanks, Bob. Is Jeff here? He's not. Okay, I'll talk about Jeff when we get to it then. Jared, do you have anything to say?
Whatever Bob said.
Whatever Bob says, okay, seconds. All right, next, I would like to invite Kate Schubert to come on up. I was like, that's different than what I thought our slide looked.
No, I know, we changed it.
Okay.
So, this year I am the vice chair for the RPAC trustees committee for Ohio Realtors. Does anyone here know what RPAC is, first of all? Okay. Yes, Realtor Political Action Committee. So what that means is that my committee decides who gets the money that we raise in order of the legislators. So what that means is we support realtor champions. We support people in legislation, men and women in legislation that are supporting our causes. So yesterday was tax day. Right, I know. If anyone else felt that, but because of our work as a state house with RPAC, we were able to maintain the Ohio business tax deduction. So you should not have had to pay Ohio taxes on your business income because of what we do at the state house. So this is your leadership team. I asked Dayla if we could have a few minutes to talk about this because I think it's really important. Steve and I will be major investors. I know Mick will be a major investor as president. Bob's major investor. Mark is a major investor. So what does that mean? That means you're donating $1,000 a year to the RPAC Foundation. So Andrew, Veronica, Stephen, these are all of our Ohio realtors. We also have RPAC at a national level with NAR. But what we do on the local level is we meet with our legislators and we talk about issues that we're seeing. So we're boots on the ground. We take issues to our legislators and say, hey, this is becoming an issue. The wholesaling bill that just passed, that was us working on that, saying wholesalers are defrauding sellers out of their homes and we need to have this looked at. That was because we were seeing it in the field, we brought it to the legislation. They were able to get that law passed. Home Buyer Protection Act, same thing. Has anyone heard about the lawsuit with MV Realty? Okay, this is a very interesting one. Happened in Ohio, happened in several states, but happened in Ohio. They were doing 40-year listing contracts.
Wow, what?
You signed a listing contract for 40 years. So if you ever sold that house in 40 years, you owed them a fee. And they filed it with county auditors. And so it went with the deed, essentially. That was illegal. They decided it was illegal. There was a lawsuit that happened, but that was because we were in the field and people were saying, I don't know, I just signed this listing contract. I don't really know what it means. And we dug into it as RPAC. So that's what we're doing for you guys. We used to say, hey, they're the ones who kept us open in COVID, but so many of you were not even licensed with COVID. That means nothing to you. So you need to know what we're still doing. The really heavy one right now is property taxes. Everyone's talking about property taxes. So that's really heavy on what we're doing with legislators right now. So if you want a chance to hang out with legislators, we have an event coming up called Realtors at the Rotunda. It's awesome. It's at the State House. You get to literally hobnob with legislators in the morning, and then we do in the afternoon, we have a bunch of presenters who talk about what we're working on at the State House. They also have candidate training. If you have any desire to run in any public office, it can be the Gehenna board or whatever. It can be any local office. They will train you on how to do that. That's something that we do with Ohio Realtors. And if you do not have to be a realtor to do that. So if you know somebody who's interested in running, you can do candidate training for them as well. We've got an academy for that. So totals we've raised so far, 402,000. Our goal is over $1 million, and 34% of our goal, we've hit participation 34%. Our goal is 37%. So when you paid your dues at the beginning of the year, if you paid that $15, that's what it went to. Okay. But again, our goal is to have major investors. Our goal is to have 302. My goal for this office is to have 10. I think we easily have 6 or 7. I'd like to get a few more out of this office because we are a big office and we should support them. And then President Circle is a whole nother level of investing. You can go to the last slide. When you're a major investor, you get invited to special events. So ours is Central Ohio. There's gonna be a Top Golf event May 6th. Major investors, you get to, again, hobnob sometimes with legislators. But it's a really good thing. If you need more information, let me know. You can also become a major investor. I think there's one more slide at least, maybe. Okay, yep. So you can do a first investment of $300 by the 19th. So that's coming up. And then that just says, hey, I promise that I will invest my full $1,000 by the end of the year. We run auctions so you can get stuff for you're not just giving them $1,000, you can get some really cool swag with it. But you also, when you go to meetings, there's special events for major investors that nobody else gets invited to. You have to be a major investor to be invited to it. I've given into this fund for probably 10 years. As soon as I found out about it, I started getting to it. And I worked my way up in the group. And next Wednesday, I think I told you this, next Wednesday, I get to have lunch with Matt Huffman. Excuse me, dinner with Matt Huffman and his wife. He's the second most powerful guy in Ohio. So if there's anything you need to tell him, let me know. He also is actually a close family friend of ours. So I really will have his ear, but that's something just because of what I do with the RPAC fundraising. I get to have dinner with them. So I just wanted to make sure everybody, this is on everybody's radar to donate if you hear about it. I know there's Core Pack as well as that.
Yeah, so Core Pack is Columbus's Realtors Political Action Committee. So when you're in Columbus and you donate money to RPAC, you're donating it to Core Pack. We keep 1/3 of that money in Columbus. We send 2/3 of that money to the state and then they do what they want with it. But a lot of our local issues, like any of you that are landlords, we fought the landlord registration and rental. So you're gonna have to register all your rentals with the city and then have to pay an extra tax on that. So we were able to stop that. A lot of stuff over the years, like we're doing a bunch of stuff in Union County right now because there's so much going on there with development. And really, we're very much about private property rights. So, I mean, if you own a property, you have a right to do what you want with that property. May 21st is our Core Pack auction. Keller Williams is going to be $1,000 sponsor. I'm going to do a basket. We're looking for items to donate to the auction. And it's a great night. If you haven't been there, it's at the Boathouse this year. So there's parking and food. Oh yeah, and booze. So
Common theme there, Bob. All right, very good. Thank you guys for being involved in that. They are important matters all the time, so. Profit share. You know, when people join Keller Williams, we talk about profit share, but a lot of people don't understand it and they don't keep it top of mind. It's not something you have to do. It's something you have the opportunity to do that doesn't cost you, that can bring you passive income. So at the end of each month, after we pay all of our bills at the brokerage, because we're a franchise in all of our locations of Keller Williams Greater Columbus, the money that's left over is profit. Instead of that just going to the owners share about 40% of that profit back with our agents who helped us grow. So the way you get pegged and way you participate in profit share is when someone has named you as their sponsor. So if you look at this little flow chart, you're at the top, then someone names you as their sponsor. Then that person can meet somebody and that names them as their sponsor. Then that person meets someone and that person meets someone, and you can benefit financially 7 levels below you. Once you're with the company for 7 years, you're considered vested. So if you retire and get out of real estate, you still can get your profit share money. It's even willable to your heirs when you die. You fill out a beneficiary when you join us. So I wanted to give you guys some ideas around this because I think it's important. So let's see, who in the room has been with Keller Williams the longest? Dave, come up here, stand in front of me. Come on, Dave. What year did you join Keller Williams, Dave?
2011.
Okay, so stand up against the wall here. So Dave joined Keller Williams in 2011. No. And Dave happened to buy, he had a co-op with someone. He had a co-op with Josh. Josh, come on up. And they had a great co-op. They worked well together. There were no issues, smooth sailing. They just loved it. And at the closing table Dave says to Josh, Josh, we've got some great tools here at Keller Williams. And Josh goes, well, my brokerage doesn't have any of that. And Dave goes, well, why don't you talk to Dayla? So Josh comes over and he talks to me and he joins Keller Williams. So stand in front of it. Sorry, I should have picked the shortest person.
I'll go back to face.
So you're right.
I'm just dating the short.
So Josh.
Great shorts.
Josh then, he has this friend in real estate that says, gosh, my cousin's been in real estate, or he has this friend, and this friend says, my cousin's been in real estate forever. He's older than God. He's been a broker, he's done all these things. And Josh goes, well, introduce me to him. So they connect him and he meets Bob. Come on, Bob.
She said,
Come up. Can you slide this back? So Bob comes and he joins Keller Williams because Josh's friend introduced him to Bob. So then Bob likes milkshakes. And Bob is hanging out at the UDF over on Hamilton Road. And class lets out at Hondros, and all these people come over because they're like, ooh, milkshake sounds good. So Bob's sitting there having this milkshake, and Haley, come on, Haley. Haley goes in there, and Bob says to Haley, gosh, Haley, what are you doing here having a hot fudge milkshake today? And Haley says, oh, I'm going to school at Hondros, and I'm going to be a realtor, and I'm so excited. And Bob says, well, have you chosen a broker yet? She goes, no, I haven't. He goes, well, you know, it's really important because you want somebody that's going to train you, that has a mentoring program, that has tools and all that. So Haley joins Keller Williams, stand in front of Bob. Well, then Haley is out and about. She's out going dancing and having a great time. And she runs into Mitchell, and Mitchell goes, well, I think I'm going to get my real estate license. She goes, really? I joined Keller Williams. You should come. So Mitchell gets connected to me. That's Haley. Come on, Mitchell, come stand by Haley. So do you get the picture? Well, now let's say Josh is out doing videos and he sees this girl doing cartwheels, making videos. And she said, what's your name? She goes, oh, I'm Chrissy Lorick. So she comes up here and she joins under Josh. So stand over here next to it. Actually, no, let's say she joins under Dave. She joins under Dave. Well, then let's say I join under Dave. So as you can see, in Dave's front row, first row, he's got 3 of us. Well, then in his row below Josh, he's going deeper. He can go 7 levels deep. And it doesn't have to be because you're out recruiting and pounding the pavement. We don't want you to be recruiters. We just want you, as you meet people, network with people, and have ideas what they are looking to do with real estate, connect them to me or Kate. And then Kate and I will take it from there. And they join Keller Williams. And it benefits them and their business, and it benefits you. Thank you guys for standing up here. All right. Does everybody understand? If you have any questions around profit shares, because I want to make sure you understand. And when you're doing your lead generation 5 days a week, take at least 1 hour per week and lead generate. Think about who have I met that I could get my downline for profit share. And all we want you to do is be a connector. Make that introduction. A lot of you do that. Bob went to an event the other night. He goes, I met this girl and she needs help. She needs to be on a team. And he took a picture of her business card and sent it to me. I reached out to her to set up an appointment so we can get her in here. We've got lots of teams looking for people. Okay. All right, let's talk about who did what this last month. So Mick was on top for individual on gross commission income. So congratulations to him. I know he had a big deal with a Columbus Crew player, so he was having fun with that. Ben Jones, you were right there, man. Followed by Sue Chow, Rachel Hall, Greg Bolster, Todd Dotterer, Jared West, Jared Polo, John Nybarger out in Johnstown, Mary Jo Chulovic, and Steve Olden. So nice job. Our top team of 2 working with an admin was Tracy Pepper with Powerhouse Group. Okay. Tracy, followed by the Odie team, the Maxon team, Godfrey Group, Elevated, Tina, the Foster Group, Beck Hopper, the One Group, which is Jensen, James team out in Granville, and CMS Agents, which is Lori Hicks. Nice job. Our top groups, the Romanellis were on top this month. Nice job. Followed by, but closed volume, they go back. They were number 1 in GCI, but then in closed volume, Joe Jansen was on top. So neck and neck there. Followed by the Sullivan Group, the Brittany Cox Group, Team Truitt, the Richard Group, the Shulaw Group, the Gordon Group in Lancaster, the Dixon team, and Springer Housing Group. So nice job, guys. Our calendar. Does everybody have the newest version of the app on their phone so they can get to our calendar? All right. Please, please, please get it. If you don't, you can add it to your home screen so it looks like an app. Any of us can help you do that. Make sure you do that because it's how you book conference rooms, it's how you get to all of our procedures, it's everything, so. All right. This is what Bob was talking about. What we need to do ahead of time is get the horses sold. They're $10 each. You get to name your horse. So, and you'll be told which race your horse is in that night. If your horse wins that night, you win money, real money. So we need people to buy horses. Use the QR code and you can go online and buy your horses. Huh?
Bill,
It's right here. It's in our training. It's a super fun event. You don't want to miss it.
$10 is gonna be built to their office.
Oh, yes, thank you, Bob. And the way you're gonna pay for your horses is gonna get added onto your office bill. So once you commit to buy a horse, you'll add $10 to your office. And speaking of office bill, you know, we had a March Madness bracket. And Joe Jansen was the winner, so he gets his monthly fee is $97.50 free for a month for being picking the best bracket. Guys, I'm serious, don't miss this event, it's so much fun.
A problem with the QR code, it takes me to a Liz Scott.
That's okay, she's
Do
doing
I
it.
just email her then?
Oh.
Cause your option is call or email her, it's her
Oh,
contact.
yeah, okay.
It's literally just her contact.
I didn't know that, so, but yes, she's taking care of it for us.
So just email it.
That's good.
Okay. As we mentioned, Red Day, what Red Day stands for, the R is renew, the E is energize, and D is donate. I just found out about this yesterday, and so Cody Gibson, who is right there with Jason Abrams and Gary Keller's group of leaders, is coming to our region. And it's coming soon, May 6th, he's doing a road show. And he's going to be doing a training that day called Your Big Life Powered by Your Big Business. And it's in Louisville, Kentucky. So we can carpool down together on May 6th, and it should be a great event. Cody has done lots of things. He's been an agent, he's grown a team, he's been a team leader, he's been an OP, he's done all kinds of things. Super inspired. So that would be a great training to go to. Okay. We have a new class for you, and it starts on May 4th through the 8th. It is called Breakthrough 120. Who in this room could use 9 more pieces of business between now and the end of summer? Then this is the class for you. It's like a mini bowl. It's 1 week. It's a half a day for 1 week, Monday through Friday, and it's going to be taught by myself, 2 other team leaders here in Columbus, Sue Parrish and Kate Shula, who's master faculty with Keller Williams. Okay. So, and Kate Baker is Kate and I are going to tag team on our day. We're going to hold this because there's a conflict of location with our mentor class. So we're actually going to hold it at Classic Properties, which is in Upper Arlington. You park in their parking garage, doesn't cost you. You go up an elevator to get to their office. We'll have the directions.
Partners,
Class.
isn't it? And the.
This is a class.
Okay. Did they change it?
I read it.
It was at Capital Partners because of the parking, they said Capital Partners is
Oh,
easier and it's more in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I remember from back home.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll verify before we email it to you. Mark your calendar, that's the biggest thing. It's from 12 to 4, Monday through Friday, May 4th through the 8th. This is a completely new program Jason Abrams wrote. And it's like a mini bowl. And you should expect 9 signed agreements, whether it be a buyer or a listing, as a result of this class. Yeah, I had it written in the notes. So, okay, we'll get back. May 27th, we are bringing Jeff Glover to the Hilton Easton. We're waiting on Glover's staff to get us the marketing materials so we can start signing people up. It's gonna be $49 and includes lunch, and it's Glover's instruction from 9 to 1. So you don't want to miss this. If you don't know who Jeff Glover is, Google it. It will fill up, so make sure you sign up quickly when you see it. If you need a headshot, May 1st is our next headshot day with Fairy Tale Films. Get with Elise. Don't forget about all of our podcasts. They've got one with Gary V. Have you seen it yet, Ben?
Not yet.
Okay. Quantum Leap Summit. This is for if you have a high schooler to college age person in your life. Somebody that is 18 to 26 years old. This is an amazing program. They go to Austin. They spend time with Gary Keller. And imagine if when you were that age, you started thinking about your goals and using tools to really work on your goals at a young age, where you would have been versus waiting until you were 30 or 40 or however old you were when you started. So my daughter Blair went to this, and Elizabeth Sullivan, the first year it was out. Blair, she came home, she's like, Mom, there's this thing called 411 and there's this, and I'm like, yeah, Blair, I know, we use it every day. And she has used a lot of these tools throughout finishing college and then in her professional life. So and they meet other kids. It's not real estate. It's all about them growing as a person and their goals. So anyway. KW in the news. These are QR codes that you can use this as material if you want to, like the Zillow preview or what Inman has to say about us. Mark Purcell with America's Preferred Home Warranty. Don't forget about his concierge service. If you're not getting paid on the warranties you write for, make sure you get with Mark because you make $100 on those. Bill.
Yeah, Keith, it's a very impactful meeting. I just want to add a couple things. One on the Zillow stuff. Guys, you can't beat Zillow. The fact that they're actually going to let you participate and lock in a referral fee for anybody that clicks. I don't know how long it takes to get things into that portal, but if it's 10 or 15 minutes and you have the potential to get the referral fee, I'm gonna say you can't beat Zillow. So let's just go ahead and party with them a little bit. So I want to say that interest rate update, things are improving a little bit from the time we dropped the first bomb in Iran. It's very interesting. The last 7 to 10 days, we've had some very important economic data come out, jobs reports, inflation data, consumer sentiment. None of that is moving the needle. We are almost 100% focused on what's going to happen with oil in that Strait of Hormuz. So I say that to tell you, rates are very volatile. There's days that I'm hiding behind my closed door so no one asks me what rates are, and there's days I'm like, hey, it's a great day. If you have buyers, one of the things you want to ask when you get a pre-approval from the lender is this their maximum purchase price? And what effect would a 1/4 to 3/8 difference in rate make? Because I have had a buyer that wanted to qualify at the very top end, got caught up in that shift, things didn't quite work out. So make sure you know what you're working with. And then finally, we've heard Kate Shulaw's name a ton today, and I hate to just keep piling on, but I want to congratulate her. She is a dual licensed real estate agent, which means she is also a loan officer, and she's part of the Agent Plus program that Keller Mortgage has. And in the last couple of months, she's earned over an additional $2,000 in commissions. And I think if you talk to her, she would tell you it was a pretty easy return on her investment. So if anybody would like to add to their earnings this year.
I just
What did you say?
stay in contact.
I said Bill does everything.
Bill does
Yeah.
everything. I just stay in contact.
Well, and if you've been to the family reunion or mega agent camp lately and you've heard some of the folks talk about it, it's really a 5-minute investment of your time. Once you're licensed to earn commission on your buyer's loans. So if anybody this year would like to earn 16 to 22% on their buyer, hit me up. I'll tell you all about it.
I'm glad you brought up Mega Camp, Bill, because I believe the early bird fee for Mega Camp is going to go up on April 30th. So right now it's $849 to go to Mega Camp in San Antonio. They're having another CEO summit that first day on the 17th of August. You're only gonna have to spend a couple nights there. You can get there back. It doesn't cost much to travel. If you want to get good information, good ideas, be there. San Antonio, Riverwalk. I don't think we have anybody here from Northwest today. If you need the Mojo dialer, Kate's got Mojo.
Yeah.
Again, scan here if you don't have the calendar and everything in your phone. And don't forget your tickets for the Queen of Hearts. Thank you,
call, Queen of Hearts.
thank you guys for coming today. Appreciate you being here. A lot of information. Any other?
Said something about the voicemail, I listened to it, about Keller. Some program was making a comeback.
The Zillow.
No,
What do you have?
Keller Market or Keller. Something we used to have, but we don't have anymore.
Oh. Homekeeper.
That's it.
Yes. Homekeeper, how many of you used Homekeeper before when you had it? It's a concierge service for your clients. And we're getting it again. So you will be able to put your people in there and they will go set up their utilities for their move. They'll set up cable companies, contractors, all kinds of things. So we're waiting on the details to come, but it is coming back. So for those of you who've been here a while, okay, Homekeeper again, which is great. All right, anything else with good of the agenda? Thanks, Bob. Yes.
Hi, Dayla. It's Taylor Elias from Transact Estate.
Oh, hold on.
Hello. I just want to pop in really quick and just say some things about us, if that's okay.
Sorry, Taylor.
No apologies whatsoever. I'm virtual, so I understand. So hello, just a really quick hi, I'm Taylor Elias from Transact Estate. I do the transaction management. I'm a listing specialist. I also assist with database management and social media. Since we don't have the flyer up, I'll just kind of run through really quickly. We have our two plans. We have our compliance plan, which is very simple. We just have communication with you, and those are as low as $50 with the buyer compliance side, and then they go up depending on the client. And then we also have our full service management plans, which includes us doing everything. So everything from the compliance plan moves over, and we will also take care of reaching out to the clients, the title company, the lender, the co-op agent, making sure all milestones are hit. And then that starts off at $200 for the buyer management side and goes up depending on the client. And then we also have multiple add-ons, MLS entry, review requests, weekly email check-ins, and those can be added per transaction or for every transaction that you would like to do. And then as far as our marketing and database side goes, that is more fluid to the agent and or team and the needs that you have. We just have a few meetings so I can get to know you and your team and understand what you're looking for. And then we kind of just start that process, and we try to stay as communicated as possible so that way we can get everything set up and keep going from there. We also can assist in the market center with getting posts posted and things like that. If you have any questions, reach out to Dayla. I know she's got a few of our flyers at the front desk. We are happy to assist you guys.
Actually, on the table back here. How many of you are using Transact Estate right now? Any feedback, anything you want to share? They're fantastic.
Great.
They make things easy. When we onboard agents, we have them help with that onboarding process too, because they are quick, efficient, and do a fantastic job. It's leverage, guys. If you spend that time getting more business and lead generating while somebody else is doing your transaction, just think about how much more business you get. Thank you, Taylor.
Absolutely. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.
Any other announcements for the good of our agenda today that I might have forgotten?
Yeah, I just want to fill a bucket. We didn't do that this time, which I finally had one to fill. I wanted to say thank you to Dayla and Mark. We had a team member leave our team recently, and the emails that the two of them sent were like exactly what I see Keller Williams as of we appreciate you, you're welcome back anytime. But it was absolutely classy, and I really, really appreciate you guys both reaching out to her. So, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Does anybody else have any buckets to fill? Like, we didn't do that this time, you're right. We had a lot of other stuff.
I know.
All right. Thanks. Spend some time with each other. Let me know. Don't forget to contact me, send me an email, and let me know if you want to be part of one of the first ones on Zillow Preview. And as soon as we have all the information, get it to you. And who's gonna win the money?
Lunch money is at $15. Queen of Hearts is at $8.21. There's 19 cards left.